Living alive on the planet Earth is not much easy as we think. Even it's human or the king of the jungle. It doesn't matter. Surviving is all about sense, strength, speed, toxicity, bravery, unity, struggle. It's impossible to having these qualities in one species. It's difficult, but don't forget to tell us in comment box, is there any species having these all qualities? Which is the most dangerous animal on the planet Earth? Are we the most dangerous animal? What do you think? Before starting this video, we have to clear our concept about venom and poison. Venom, a toxic substance produced by some animals such as snakes, scorpions or bees that is injected into prey or an enemy chiefly by biting or stinging and has an injurious or lethal effect. Poison, a substance that through its chemical action usually kills, injures or impairs an organism. Explanations: median lethal dose. For example, the inland taipan average quantity of venom delivered 44 mg and the maximum dose is 110 mg. Fact: one bite of this snake can kill 100 fully grown mans and 250,000 mice. LD50 value in mice is 0.025 mg per kg. King cobra. It can deliver up to 420 mg venom in dry weight, 400 to 600 mg overall per bite. Fact: it can kill an elephant in one bite. LD50 value in mice is 1.5 to 1.7 mg per kg through subcutaneous injection. Let's compare these two snakes' venom toxicity. Inland taipan LD50 subcutaneous 0.025 mg per kg. Average venom bite 44 to 110 mg. King cobra LD50 subcutaneous 1.7 mg per kg. Average venom bite 400 to 600 mg. King cobra can kill an adult elephant just because of its venom quantity that is produced in a single bite. It does not mean that its venom is more toxic than inland taipan. It's all about biggest venom yield. Inland taipan lowest amount makes more. The blue glaucus. Glaucus atlanticus. Common names include the sea swallow, blue angel, blue glaucus, dragon slug, blue dragon, blue sea slug, and blue ocean slug. Is a species of small blue sea slug, a shell-less gastropod mollusk in the family Glaucidae. These are slug or pelagic. They float upside down by using the surface tension of the water to stay up, where they are carried along by the winds and ocean current. Glaucus atlanticus makes use of countershading. The blue side of their body faces upward, blending in with the blue of the water. The silver gray side of the sea slug faces downward, blending in with the sunlight reflecting on the ocean surface when viewing facing upward underwater. Taxonomy. This species looks similar to and is closely related to Glaucus marginatus, which is now understood to be not one species but a cryptic species complex of 4 separate species that live in the Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Description: at maturity, Glaucus atlanticus can be up to 3 cm (1.2 inches) in length. Though larger specimens have been found, it can live up to a year under the right condition. It is silvery gray on its dorsal side and dark and pale blue ventrally. Its range and habitat: this nudibranch is pelagic, and there is some evidence that it occurs throughout the world's ocean in temperate of tropical waters. It has been recorded from the east and south coast of South Africa, European water, the east coast of Australia and Mozambique. The Glaucus atlanticus species geographical range increased northwards by 150 km in the Gulf of California. These nudibranchs were documented as having been seen in the Bay of Bengal and off the coast of Tamil Nadu, India, over 677 kilometers apart. Their sting. Picking up the animal can result in a painful sting with symptoms similar to those caused by the Portuguese man-o-war. The symptoms that may appear after being stung are nausea, pain, vomiting, acute allergic contact dermatitis, erythema, urticarial pupils, potential vessels, formation and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Xanthid crab. Xanthidae is a family of crab known as gorilla crab, mud crab, pebble crab, or rubble crab. Xanthid crabs are often brightly colored and are highly poisonous, containing toxins which are not destroyed by cooking and for which no antidote is known. The toxins are similar to the tetrodotoxin and saxitoxin produced by pufferfish and may be produced by bacteria in the genus Vibrio living in symbiosis with the crab. Many species formerly included in the family Xanthidae have since been moved to new families. Despite this, Xanthidae is still the largest crab family in terms of species richness, with 572 species in 133 genera divided among the 13 subfamilies. The xanthid crab is the world's most poisonous crab. Its poisonous toxicity is 0.334 mg per kg. Its LD50 value is very higher than any other crab in the world. The flamboyant cuttlefish, Metaspia pfefferi, also known as the flamboyant cuttlefish, is a species of cuttlefish occurring in tropical Indo-Pacific waters of northern Australia, southern New Guinea, as well as numerous islands of the Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia. The flesh of this colorful cephalopod contains unique acids, making it unsuitable for consumption. Distribution. The natural range of flamboyant cuttlefish extend from Mandurah in Western Australia eastward to Moreton Bay in southern Queensland, across the Arafura Sea to the southern coast of New Guinea. The species has also been recorded from Sulawesi and the Maluku Island in Indonesia, and even as far west as the Malaysian island of Mabul and Sipadan. They are also known in the Philippines and are frequently cited in the Visayas. Description. The flamboyant cuttlefish is a robust-looking species having a very broad oval mantle, arms and broad and blade-like, and have 4 rows of suckers. The modified arm used by males for fertilization, called the hectocotylus, is born on the left ventral arm. The oral surface of the modified region of the hectocotylus is wide, swollen, and fleshy. It bears transversely grooved ridges and a deep furrow running along the middle. The sucker-bearing surface of the tentacles clubbed and flattened, with 5 or 6 suckers arranged in transverse rows. These suckers differ greatly in size, with the largest located near the center of the club. 3 to 4 median suckers are especially large, occupying most of middle portion of the club. The swimming keel of the club extends considerably near to the corpus. The dorsal and ventral protective membranes are not joined at the base of the club, but fused to the tentacle stalk. Habitat and biology. The flamboyant cuttlefish has been recorded from sand and mud substrate and shallow waters at depth of 3 to 86 meters. The species is active during the day and has been observed hunting, fishing, and crustaceans. It employs complex and varied camouflage to stalk its prey. The normal base color of the species is dark brown. Individuals that are disturbed or attacked quickly change color to a pattern of black, dark brown, white with yellow patches around the mantle, arms, and eyes. The casque-headed frog. Brunus casque-headed frog. Apros brunoi is a species of frog in the family Hylidae. Endemic to Brazil, its nature habitat are subtropical or tropical moist lowland forests, subtropical or tropical moist shrublands, and intermittent freshwater marshes. It is threatened by habitat loss. The specific name brunoi was in honor of Dr. Bruno Lobo, professor and director of the National Museum of Brazil. Description: this species is a relative large frog. Males have a snout to vent length of 4.9 to 6.2 cm, 1.9 to 2.4 inches, while female measure 5.6 to 8.1 cm, 2.2 to 3.2 inches. The head is broad and flattened with a long pointed snout. The eyes are prominent and forward facing. It has an array of sharp pointing projection on the head, and the skin on the head is fused to the skull. The legs are long and slender, and the digits have adhesive disc at the tip. The dorsal surface is pale brown or gray with irregular dark marking. Distribution and habitat: Bruno's casque-headed frog is endemic to the coastal region of southeastern Brazil, east of Brazil highland. Its range extends southward from the state of Bahia to the northern part of the state of Sao Paulo. It is found in forest and forest edges, hiding by day in water-filled hollows in trees or bamboos, and in the water-filled rosettes of bromeliad. It chooses to hide in the crevices that is exactly the correct size and uses its head to seal the entrance at maximum altitude in about 500 meters, 600 feet. The venom: unlike poison dart frog which merely secrete poison from their skin, this species is equipped with skull spines capable of injecting venom into other animals or humans' hands via headbutting, a tactic it shapes by Corythomantis greeningi. The venom of a casque-headed frog is estimated to be 25 times as toxic as the local Ferdinand pit viper. It has an LD50 of 0.16 mg per kg intraperitoneal and 1.6 mg per kg subcutaneous. The Maricopa harvester ant. Pogonomyrmex maricopa. The Maricopa harvester ant is one of the most common species of harvester ant found in the U.S. state of Arizona range. It is known from California, Colorado, New Mexico, Nevada, Texas, and Utah, and the Mexican state of Baja California, Sinaloa, and Sonora. Its venom is believed to be the most toxic insect venom in the world. Their nest mounds are likely to incorporate rock and gravel. The ant's construction cemented caps on the sand mound nest in a fine and sand dune area. The caps are approximately 60% calcium carbonate that is transported from the underlying calcium carbonate layers and protect the nest structure from being eroded away during high wind period. Partial erosion of the cemented caps add calcium carbonate to the sand dune soil. Venom and attack method. The toxicity of the venom of the Maricopa harvester ant is well known. Its LD50 value is 0.12 mg per kg injected intravenously in mice. 12 sting can kill a 2 kg rat. In comparison, the LD50 of the honeybee is 2.8 mg per kg. In human, a Maricopa harvester ant sting produced intense pain that can last up to 4 hours. Like that of many venomous insects, the venom of the Maricopa harvester ant consists of amino acid, peptide, and protein. This may also encompass alkaloids, terpenes, polysaccharides, biogenic amines, and organic acid. The most notable component found in the venom of the Maricopa harvester ant is an alkaloid poison. This releases an alarm pheromone that chemically alerts other ants in the vicinity. This is is an example of chemical signaling which explains why ant all appears to sting at once. The venom can also contain allergic proteins that are otherwise known to set off a potentially lethal immune response in certain victims. Similar to the two parts process of the fire ant bite and sting, the harvester ant will attack to the victim with its mandible and so proceed by pivoting around the side, allowing the ant to repeatedly sting and inject venom into the region.